E-Content Development Course, Business Research Methods Unit 1, Introduction to Business Research Topic, Meaning and Types of Research. Objectives: to understand the meaning of research. To explain general characteristics of research, to know the objectives of business research, to explain the need for business research, to describe the types of research. The world of business is certainly changing at a very fast rate. Businesses cannot continue to assume to produce the same old products, by the same old process, with the same old technology, managed in the same old way will continue to produce the same old results. Therefore, the need for conducting the business research is supported by a connection to the real world is more important than ever. This unit introduces some fundamental concepts in conducting business research. For better understanding, this episode is divided into 5 parts, namely, meaning of research, general characteristics of research, the objectives of business research, the need for business research, and types of research. Let's understand the meaning of research. The term research consists of 2 words, re and search. Re means again and again, search means to find out something. In general, research means a search for facts, answers to questions and solutions to problems. It is a purposive, systematic, and organized inquiry. It seeks to find solutions to unexplained problems and clarify doubtful facts. The research is process of which a person observes the phenomena again and collects the data, and on the basis of data he draws some conclusions. There are many theories to learn and go through observations from different dimensions. Therefore, research is oriented towards the discovery of relationship that exists among phenomena of the world in which we live. Research in general refers to a search for knowledge. It can also be defined as a scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. It is a logical and systematic search for new and useful information on a particular topic. Let us understand the definition of research. Different authors have interpreted the term research in many ways. For instance, Fred Kerlinger, 1986, stated that scientific research is a systematic, controlled, and critical investigation of propositions about various phenomena. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing, and evaluating data, making deductions, and reaching conclusions. From these definitions, we can understand following important aspects of research. First and foremost, research is all about defining and redefining of problems. Through research, hypotheses can be formulated, which is in the form of suggested solutions for the research questions. To answer research questions, we need to collect the data, organize it, and evaluate it. After evaluation, data needs to be interpreted for making interpretation and reaching out conclusions. Therefore, research is an original contribution to the existing stock of knowledge making for its advancement. In short, the research is search for knowledge through objective and systematic method of finding solutions to a problem. Part 2. Let's understand what are the general characteristics of research. Characteristics of research may be gathered from the various definitions of research. The very important features of the research are: research is a systematic and critical investigation into a phenomenon. It gathers new knowledge or the data from primary or secondary sources for the purposive investigation. It aims at describing, interpreting and explaining a phenomenon. It adopts scientific method for the discovery of general or new principles. Research requires an interdisciplinary approach. Research is directed towards bringing out solution to a problem. Research emphasizes the development of generalizations, principles or theories that will be helpful in predicting future occurrences. Research is based on empirical evidences. Research requires an expertise because it demands accurate observation and carefully designed procedures for the development of principles or theories. Part 3. Now let's understand what is business research. The ultimate objective of any business is to increase profits as well as the sales of the business. Therefore, business research can be defined as the process of getting extensive information from all the section of business and using that information to increase the sales and profit of the business. Business research is conducted basically in order to find ways to improve organizational performance through increasing effectiveness and efficiency. It is mainly about enlightening our understanding of how organizations work and their impact on individuals and on society. Now let's understand what are the objectives of business research. Each research study has its own specific purpose. Business research helps in decision making, especially in business. Effective decisions lead to managerial success, and this requires reducing the element of risk and uncertainty. The prime objectives of business research are: the purpose of research is to discover answers to business questions through the application of scientific procedures. Whenever a decision is to be made, business research is necessary in the corporate world. The main aim of research is to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered as yet. Business research helps large-scale enterprises in the areas of production to determine what to produce, how to produce, when to produce, etc. Therefore, in a complex dynamic business environment, the role of business research is very vital. It acts as a bridge between the buyer and the seller. Business research aims to find solutions to commerce and business problems, both short-term and long-term. Part 4. Let's understand why is to conduct business research. As we know, business research covers wide range of phenomena. For instance, a financial manager may ask, will the environment for long-term financing be better 2 years from now? A personnel manager may ask, what kind of training is necessary for our employees? Or what is the reason for the company's high employee turnover? A marketing manager may ask, how can I monitor my retail sales and retail activities, etc.? Each of these questions requires information about how the environment, employees, customers, or the economy will respond to managerial decisions. Research is one of the principal tools for answering these practical questions. Within an organization, a business researcher may be referred to as a marketing researcher or an organizational researcher or director of financial and economic researcher or any other titles. Although business researchers are often specialized, the term business research encompasses all of these functional specialties. While researchers in different functional areas may investigate different phenomena, they are similar to one another because they share similar research methods. Business research techniques can be applied to any business in general. The research gets answers for questions such as the nature of the market, the potential of the market, nature of demand, pricing of the product, etc., the research also helps to serve the purpose for entrepreneurs who decide whether or not to enter a particular business. The purpose of research is to provide knowledge regarding the organization, the market, the economy, or another area of uncertainty. A research can lead to new contributions to existing knowledge. The ultimate goal of research is to supply accurate information that reduces the uncertainty in managerial decision making. Business research helps to determine the nature of competition, marketing approach, and financial stability of the business. Therefore, only through business research is possible to make progress in the commerce and business field. Part 5. Let's move on to the topic types of research. There is no conceptual distinction or the line of demarcation between different classifications of research. But for the purpose of understanding, the types of research can be broadly classified into two categories. One is on the basis of objectives or intent of the research, and the other one is on the basis of methods of study. On the basis of objectives or intent of the study, the research may be classified into 7 categories: fundamental research or pure research, applied research, exploratory research, descriptive research, diagnostic study, evaluation research, and action research. Fundamental basic pure research. Fundamental research is concerned with throwing light on the basic aspects, theory, or the intricacies of the phenomenon. Generally, it does not seek solution to any problem. It is mostly related to gathering of data for knowledge's sake. It is not directly involved with practical problems. But fundamental research lays the foundation for applied research. Applied research aims at finding a solution to the current or immediate problem faced by any business organization. This research deals with real-life situations. Seeking a solution is the essence of applied research. In this type of research, the knowledge obtained in fundamental research is applied to seek a solution to the problem under investigation. For example, studying the customer behavior towards the particular product is a fundamental research. Utilizing these behavioral patterns to get insights into the different marketing situations, such as why the sales have been decreased during the last year, how to develop a market for the new product, etc., is called applied research. Exploratory research provides insights into an issue or situation. It seeks to discover new relationships. This type of research often relies on secondary sources of data. The results of exploratory are not usually useful for decision-making, but they can provide significant insight into a given situation. This type of research is basically carried out at the very beginning when the problem is not clear. Exploratory research may also be involved when the perceived problem is much less in general. For example, the research department may be requested to find why one group of sales representatives is particularly unproductive or why certain market segments are buying less than others, etc. Descriptive research, the name itself reveals that it is essentially a research to describe something. For example, it can describe the characteristics of a group such as customers, organizations, markets, etc. Descriptive research provides association between two variables like income and place of shopping, age, and preferences. It informs us about the proportions of high and low income customers in a particular territory. The main purpose of this type of research is to describe the existing or past state of affairs. Simply stated, it is a fact-finding investigation. In descriptive research, definite conclusions can be arrived at, but it does not establish a cause and effect relationship. This type of research tries to describe the characteristics of the respondent in relation to a particular product. In social science or business research, descriptive research is termed as ex post facto analysis. This type of research deals with demographic characteristics of the consumer. For example, trends in the consumption of soft drink with respect to socioeconomic characteristics such as age, family, income, education level, etc. Descriptive study requires a clear specifications of who, what, when, where, why and how of the research. The main characteristic of this research is that the researcher has no control over the variables and just describes what has happened or what is happening. Another example, when an M.Com student takes up a descriptive research on departmental stores in Mysore, he or she describes how many departmental stores are functioning in Mysore, where they are located, what types of goods are sold, how many persons are employed. What are the price structures, etc.? Descriptive research attempts to answer the questions like what, when, which and where, etc. Descriptive research cannot establish a cause and effect relationship between the characteristics of interest. This is the distinct disadvantage of descriptive research. Diagnostic study or analytical study. This is similar to descriptive study but with a different focus. Diagnostic study is more actively guided by hypotheses than the descriptive study, and it is more directly concerned with causal relationships. This type of study may also be concerned with discovering and testing whether certain variables are associated or not. Evaluation research. This research is conducted to find out how well a planned program is implemented. Therefore, evaluation research deals with evaluating the performance or assessment of a project. Example, government wants to evaluate Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme or success of midday meal program for the purpose of introducing some other welfare programs in rural India is part of evaluative research. Action research. This type of research is undertaken by direct action. Action research is conducted to solve the problem. This type of research is most common in industrial research. Action research program is designed to bring some change. This type of research usually studies what change has been occurred, how much it has changed, extent, how quickly it has changed, rate, etc. 2. On the basis of methods of study, research may be classified as experimental research, qualitative research, quantitative research, conceptual research, causal research, empirical research. Experimental research. Experimental research is designed to assess the effects of particular variables on a phenomenon by keeping the other variables constant or controlled. It aims at determining which variables are related to each other. Useful and valid experimental research is possible in several areas of commerce and business, such as management of enterprises and financial institutions, industrial and agricultural finance, etc. Qualitative research, as the name suggests, qualitative research is concerned with the quality of phenomena which are not easily measured in quantitative terms. In the recent years, the qualitative research has gained more importance in business. Qualitative research is designed to tell the researcher how and why things happen as they do. This type of research encompasses a family of approaches, methods, and techniques for understanding and documenting of attitudes and behavior. Generally speaking, qualitative research seeks the meanings and motivations behind behavior as well as a thorough account of behavioral facts and implications. Qualitative methods provide a necessary and complementary perspective on human behavior. When used properly, qualitative inquiry can address numerous strategic information needs, such as creative ideation for new product development, conception and evaluation of marketing. It is mostly used in behavioral science to understand why people behave differently. Studies on motivation, stress, perception, values, emotional intelligence, etc. are qualitative in nature. Qualitative techniques are used at both the data collection and data analysis stages of a research project. This type of research aims to achieve an in-depth understanding of a situation. Quantitative research. The goal of quantitative research method is to collect numerical data from a group of people, then generalize those results to a larger group of people to explain a phenomenon. Researchers generally use quantitative research when the study requires objective and conclusive answers. In quantitative research, the observations are quantified and the results are expressed in terms of different units. Managers basically do business research to understand how and why things happen. If the manager needs to know only what happened or how often things happened, quantitative research methodologies would serve the purpose. But to understand the different meanings that people place on their experience often requires research techniques that investigate more deeply into people's hidden interpretations, understandings and motivations. Conceptual research is related to some abstract ideas or theory. This type of research mostly followed by philosophers and thinkers. It is concerned with developing new concepts or ideas or reinterpreting the existing ones. The researcher should collect the data to prove or disprove the hypotheses. Causal research is conducted to determine the cause and effect relationship between the two variables. If a decision maker knows what causes important outcomes like sale, stock price, and employee satisfaction, then he or she can shape firm decisions in a positive way. Causal inferences are very powerful because they lead to greater control. Casual research designs can take a long time to implement. Empirical research, it is data-based quantitative research amenable for verification. In this type of research, an examination of relationship that exists between independent and dependent variable is studied. In empirical research, there is no scope for the researcher to manipulate the variable. The researcher can only report what has happened and what is happening. All scientific experiments are empirical in nature. To sum up, research is any organized inquiry carried out to provide information for solving problems. Business research is a systematic inquiry that provides information to guide decisions. It is the process of determining, acquiring, analyzing, and interpreting of relevant data. Business research will be a major contributor to the existing knowledge. Some of the characteristics of research are logical reasoning and systematized approach. There are different types of research, such as fundamental, applied, descriptive, qualitative, quantitative, exploratory, empirical, conceptual, casual, action, research, etc. Among these, the researcher could adopt suitable type of research to lead the research study.